just like a concept store. First thing like it in the US.
I want to help them scale this. I want to bring passion to the table for them. And
What's going on, Fritz fam? As you know, we're out here on our trip in Denver, Colorado, and my friend Jack, the old Merman's Aquatics and the Reef Builder Studio, he now works with MC Aquatics. And MC Aquatics is a brand new multi-unit store across the nation. All right, Jimmy, let's check it out. Jack, how are you doing?
pretty good. How you doing, Sean?
You're wearing a different brand than I've always seen you wear.
Yep, I'm with MC Aquatics now. So,
and I've heard a lot about MC Aquatics. It's like a concept store. They're running this across the country. This is going to be the first thing like it in the U.S. I've never seen any sort of independent retail store or chain have more than a few units across the country. And right now, you guys are up to 8 or 9? Eight stores.
We're at 8 stores. This was the first store. I want to help them scale this, and I want to, I want to bring passion to the table for them. And yeah, I mean, that's why I'm here.
You called me up. You said you have a tank here. It's got a little bit of new tank syndrome. Mm-hmm. You're familiar with my Max Out Pro, and I thought I'd bring you some of this and take a look at what you're talking about. But before we go there, I'd love to see some of the feature spots. As soon as I walked in, I saw this massive puffer.
Yeah.
Can we go check it out?
Yes, of course. This is our 700-gallon Maboo puffer tank. It's a planted tank. We have driftwood, rock, and sand in here, and a Maboo puffer that is hiding in the back right now. And we're also having a little bit of a cyano problem in here at the moment.
Oh, I see it right here. It's kind of forming up.
Yeah.
And you could hit that with a little slime out and just clean that right up.
We'll definitely give that a shot for sure.
All right, so I love this style. 700-gallon tank, great feature tank to have in the store. Reminds me a little bit of Aquarium Co-op and their big puffer, Murphy, right?
Yeah, I'm sure that was a little bit of the inspiration.
The inspiration there, such a successful
this puffer was actually donated to us. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, by a customer, outgrew their tank, and this was the perfect tank for him, so he wound up in here.
Well, I think it looks great. I mean, this is just a little bit of the slime algae, which can be knocked out really quickly. I mean, that's an erythromycin base, so it's just kind of an antibacterial, which that's actually kind of a bacterial infection. That's why they call it cyanide. So, open stand concept.
Yep, some nice 80/20 aluminum.
So are y'all utilizing this open stand to kind of show people the filtration that you're running?
Yeah, exactly. And plus, I mean, it would be a shame to cover up those really nice aluminum stands. So
I mean, we like it, but I don't know if everybody likes to be able to see all their filtration.
A lot of us do like the industrial look. I mean, some people get into this hobby just for the equipment. Like that's like what they see like is a filter, like our sump or something like that for the first time, and that's kind of what like piques their interest in the hobby.
So Fritz fam, what do you think of this tank? A 700-gallon tank, is this what you would put in your aquarium? This is an awesome tank. I see that there's like 3 rooms here at MC Aquatics, right?
Yeah.
Show me some other cool stuff.
Yeah. So this is like our hard goods room right here.
Okay.
And then over here. So this is our planted tank section. A set of 2 tiered waterfall tanks that have a 180-degree turn at either end, and they kind of meet on both sides, both where the returns come out and where the drains meet up. We have a large variety of plants and stuff in here. I myself don't know a ton about plants and stuff like that. I'm more of a saltwater hobbyist, but I can definitely appreciate this tank, and I really like the tiered effect.
One thing that families like about plants is the fact that it doesn't have a big giant blue light that kind of radiates throughout the house. Plants can really fit into the room's design. They're not that difficult to set up. They can look very good very quickly. Mm-hmm. And then these plants just have a natural green look. Driftwood, aquascape beautifully. So I can see why this is getting so popular, and you've set such a big part of your store to feature this. Oh, this must have been a custom build.
Yeah, these are definitely custom tanks.
I think these are awesome. I've seen them come down to one landing spot, then drain down, come back up, and recycle, but I've never seen it make the turn. When you come across, this comes out even lower, meets up with the other aquarium. It looks like it's just kind of scaling back up. Just a little sump underneath, nothing too crazy. I mean, this is a planted tank, so that's really more natural filtration. It even looks like you have some of my Max Out bags down here already, Jack. You mentioned that puffers can go along with any of these other freshwater fish that are tropical community.
And that's because they mainly eat mollusks and stuff like that. So
they eat mollusks.
Fish are safe.
I've got a puffer at home, a cross rigger puffer.
Yeah.
Will he eat my fish?
No, he should also be, if I'm not mistaken, that should be in like the same category as like the Laboo. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with cross river puffers.
Well, I don't want to try it out. I'll have to do my research on it. I kind of ran into them.
But yeah, a lot of freshwater puffers only eat mollusks, so that makes, fish and plants safe. So
walk me around, show me this other aquarium that you'd like me to take a look at.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna head over to the saltwater section here. So let's head over here.
Show it to me.
These are our flats. We got 400-gallon glass flats here that were custom made in Florida with 80/20 aluminum stands, just like most of the other things in the store.
I like that you went a little bit taller on the glass, so you could go with the tiered coral approach.
Yeah.
It means you can get a lot more coral in these tanks. And you're giving each type of coral space, right?
Correct.
And so sometimes certain corals their tentacles will come out, they'll bother each other. You're giving plenty of room with the tiered rack structure.
Oh, yes, definitely giving lots of space for the corals, especially the more aggressive ones.
Not bad on the coral prices. If you're shopping for coral, this isn't a bad way to go.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
you're mainly here because you're going to be managing their coral side of things.
Yeah,
right?
that's kind of my specialty is reef aquariums. They know a lot about cichlids and planted tanks and stuff like that. I'm here to help them with the saltwater side of things. So yeah.
Well, no better guy to do it. I mean, you're already handling the Reef Builder Studio. There's a bit of a recipe to success that you developed here. So, well, this tank looks great. I'm not really seeing the problem tanks here. I don't know.
Right. I mean, we have like a little bit of mold algae in this tank. Nothing too serious. Over here, however, we have Bryopsis city, especially on this particular side of the rack. And
wow. Okay, so this is relatively new tank set up.
So NTS, new tank syndrome.
Okay.
Is affecting this tank, and I was thinking that I'd try the max out on this tank and see if that helps it go away. If it persists, then we could take out the max out. We could put in some XPEL F, and the active ingredient in that is fluconazole, which I always have great success using when it comes to Bryopsis and hair algae. So yeah.
Oh, it sounds like you know exactly what you need. I brought you your max out there.
Sweet. Appreciate it.
I didn't bring you Expel F, but I can send some over to you. You can hit it with that afterwards. But let's make this interesting. I mean, this tank is pretty covered in hair algae here, but Bryopsis is what they would call that.
Yeah.
A little bit of a pain to get rid of, but now you've developed a bit of your own recipe to knock it out. And
yeah.
All right, so 2 weeks. We're going to make this interesting here. 2 weeks, you and I are going to bet here, all right?
Yeah.
If my product doesn't knock this out in 2 weeks, I have to come back and clean it out myself. And then, what, take you to dinner?
Yeah, I think that's a fair bet. And then if I lose the bet, then I'll take you to dinner.
It's not quite even because you got dinner for dinner, and I still have to clean the tank.
So what are you thinking?
Penny, get over here.
Penny. She's not doing anything, is she?
No, Penny. You're not going to give me Penny, are you?
No, it's not going to happen.
That's a no from you, dog.
I definitely can't do that. It's my best friend in the whole world right there. So.
All right, so I want to see what's going on over at your shop. But quickly before we leave here, show me the rest of MC Aquatics here, what they got working.
Yeah. So we got a saltwater section here. All right, and then over here we got some smaller like cubicle systems, as I like to call them.
Yeah.
Made by ProClear. These are all full of clownfish, smaller wrasses, basically any kind of smaller fish we put into these. We also sell live rock and stuff like that out of some of these.
I've seen these ProClear systems. They go over to that Aquashella show. They brought some of these there. I think you saw them there as well.
Yeah.
These are cool. You like these for the store, huh?
Yeah, I like these a lot. I like systems with smaller tanks.
Yeah.
For sure. That's definitely
easier
good.
to catch the fish.
It's easier to catch the fish. It's easier to see the fish, especially if it's like a goby or something like that.
Mm-hmm. So, and each individual bay looks like you can turn off the flow.
Valve.
So I just cut off the flow to that system. If I was wanting to medicate and not medicate the rest of the system, I could just medicate this bay by turning off the flow.
That's totally true.
Wow.
That is something I didn't even think about. But
definitely a cool feature to the store, and a lot easier catching fish in there than here. What do you think?
Yeah, we got some big boys over here. We got some 150s and some 125s. Yeah, and we have a quarantine system in the back that we quarantine everything before it actually makes it out here. So that's why we're able to keep substrate and rock in the tank as well. So
awesome.
Yeah. And then over here we have the freshwater room. To the left we got community fish. Right here we got various African cichlids, and same with the other side. The entire middle section is pretty much African cichlids, and then all these smaller cubicle tanks are basically all smaller community fish and stuff like that. So
okay.
Yeah.
So your small community, your big cichlids.
Yeah, and I think like the bigger tanks make a lot more sense of these big old cichlids, you know what I mean?
Right. They need a lot of space to grow. They can be very aggressive.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Wow. And pretty easy to take care of, right?
Yeah. So. Hardy fish for sure, for the most part. We do have a beta wall we got to refill.
Oh, okay. So that's really cool. Y'all sold most of the betas. When you sell them, you turn the box around.
Yep. And nobody asks, and it's one less thing to clean until we get another beta.
Wow. So. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 out of like 150 of these. Yeah. So it's safe to say that they're selling betas here at MC Aquatics very well.
Yeah. All right, and then this is the other half of the freshwater section here. We got some more community fish.
This is ProClear as well.
I believe so, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I really like kind of the ease here. So these are easy to remove, right?
Yeah, you should be able to lift and pull off.
Wow, and then there you're down to your filtration system. What I like about ProClear, they've been in it a long time and they kind of know
how to make things easy.
Yeah, that's cool. Well,
yeah.
And that
driftwood rock and stuff like that.
The fish tour.
Yeah.
We saw a bit of the dry goods sections running around here. You have a ton of aquariums in here, that's important. Having tanks on hand for people that are coming into the store interested,
especially
in buying
people coming into the hobby. You know,
right.
Like new people, they're not going to have a tank. They need something, you know, and it's good to have kits and stuff like that ready for them to go.
So lots of kits here, lots of aquariums here, both fresh and saltwater. Anything else crazy here? Do you have oxalotls or anything?
Nothing too crazy. So in the state of Colorado, you have to have a different license, PACFA license, in order to sell axolotls. You actually can't sell them at a regular aquatic store without being certified to sell reptiles.
Okay. So far, Fritz fam, if you're in the Denver area, you want to kind of see a fresh and saltwater store combined. Also, this one location is in Englewood.
Yep.
Your store is
in Denver.
And then they're also building a store in Pueblo.
And then they have one in Indiana, one in Florida, one in Texas.
Wow.
So
if you have any questions or you want to contact MC Aquatics Direct or even Jack, I'll give you his personal phone number flashed on the screen right here. Call him anytime, day or night. He just loves fish that way. So
live, breathe fish.
Go over to MC Aquatics. Check out the website before you come. Make an appointment with Jack. Guarantee yourself a good 30-minute slot. What do you want to see on the Fritz Aquatics channel next? And until then, nailed it.